Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Green Arcade, back playing some more Farming Simulator 19. Hey, we're taking our canola to sell somewhere. Hang on, I'll pull it up in just a second. Gotta get through this really awkward railroad crossing there. There we go. Alright. Let's see. Where are we going? I think we're going to the ranch. Yes, the ranch has the highest price. So, actually the soybeans are going up too, so we might sell the soybeans here in a little bit. But we're going to go ahead and sell our canola. If you can see our farm. See our farm down there? We just finished harvesting all the canola. There's our harvester sitting down there. And you'll notice there's a lot of trees missing. I finished cutting the trees down there and took out a road sign. But anyway, yeah, I finished harvesting all the canola. I am still trying to figure out weeds, guys. I don't know what is going on. It's like, okay, I can spray herbicide. It may be the growth. I may have to change my crop growth to like fast or something, because my weeds, they don't pop up like in the first stage of the crop growth or the middle stage of the crop growth. My weeds decide to first show up during the final stage of crop growth, and you can't spray them then. You can't weed them then. And they're not fully bloomed. They're like, well, they're like this over here. They're in the short first stage of weed growth, and they pop up in my final stage of crop growth. Now, how do you fix that? Is the question. I don't know. That's great demand at the ranch. Ooh, please be for canola. Darn, it's for oats. Crap. Well, would have been nice. But yeah, how do you fix that? Because you can't spray, and you certainly can't weed when your crop is fully grown. So that's what's happening. The weeds are popping up in my final crop growth stage. I don't know. What do you do about that? Can you spray if there's no weeds in the field? Is that a thing? Can you run a weeder before the weeds even pop up? Before you even see the weeds? If they're at 0%, can you still run a weeder or spray herbicide and then they won't pop up? I mean, I don't know. I may have to change my crop growth to fast. It may be a thing with the normal crop growth. It could be a bug. I don't know. If anybody knows, let me know. All right. Oop. Nope. You know what? I'm so used to the crampe or cramps or whatever that I pulled too far forward. This is a belly dump like we use here, so we're gonna dump that one. And I think I remember the controls to switch the tank here. So yeah, we had what, 200 and what was that? What did that say? $290,000. I've done a few missions and sold a ton of trees. Hey, I remembered how to switch it. It's right bumper and down on the D-pad if you guys don't know. To switch between these two hoppers. You do have to switch between them. And you can carry separate crop types in here too, so that's cool. Alright, so we made, I don't know how much we made on the first one, but we made $36,000 off of that one, and that one wasn't completely full. So I think what I'm going to do is keep an eye on the soybean price. It might go up higher at the ranch. It seems like the ranch has the best price for stuff. Does it seem like that to anybody else? Seems like they have the best price for just about everything. Well, most of the time. Mainly, probably our main crops like canola and soybeans right now. Eventually we'll get into sunflowers. That's a cash crop too. Turn and burn. You gotta shoot and scoot and turn and burn. Oh, this hill right here. Y'all, I cut so many trees off of this side of this hill over on the Puma Plow stream. Whew. Too many trees. Too many trees. But you know what? We made a lot of money doing it, so there's money in trees. Hey, whoever said money don't grow on trees, never cut one. There's money in trees. Alright. So we'll head back down to the farm here. We got a lot of stumps to grind out. I didn't grind them as I went, so got a few stumps to grind out, but I think we're ready to buy that other field. We got 370. I know it's less than that. So yeah, the big fields, if you can get a mission on the big fields, like fertilizing or harvesting, you can make a killing. The other missions, not so much, but I don't know, it's hit or miss. It depends on what you're really in the mood for, but you don't make as much money on them. Speaking of which, there might be some new missions on. Sorry guys, I'm trying to fight the yawns here. It's a struggle. Alright, so cut all these trees off this embankment. I may hold off on the plowing for a minute. Oh, I got one more load of logs to go too. Let me take this load of logs down there. But before we do that, we'll look at the land here. Alright, hop out of our truck and let it sit there for a sec. So this is what we own. We own this and then that one. Of course, we're going to plow them together. Then there's this down here. Field 20. That's what we're looking at down here. It's got some trees on it, of course. More crooked trees. Seen enough crooked trees to last a lifetime, but that's another story. This area right here, I don't think we could do much with it because it sits kind of... Oh yeah, this kind of drops off right here, so we would have to turn the field up here somewhere. Probably on the other side of these trees. But it does go down here. And like I said, there's a lot of trees on it. You actually get a lot when you purchase this plot. Let's go back to the map here. You get a lot when you purchase the plot. Let's see, lands. So you look at this property. And... Whoops. How do you get the blue thing off? Like that, I guess. So you look at this property. Basically, this border, this is all the property where the road goes. And light it up blue again. How do you do it? What am I doing wrong? There we go. Light it up blue. You get all of this, the house that's under construction, the area around the restaurant. You don't actually get the restaurant. You can see that little patch behind the symbol there. You don't actually get the restaurant. But in a way you do, I guess. Maybe it's in blue there. But you don't get the sell point. You get everything around it. And there's some trees in here. And stuff. So looking around this area, we could probably plow up. I don't know if we'd want to go in between these houses here. And then it drops. It kind of drops and gets kind of bumpy right out here. But we could make some money back on these trees. Oh yeah, whoa, that drops off big time past this house. So looks like they use that as a placeable. That's what a placeable looks like. That's a placeable slope right there, guys. But yeah, it goes out to the road here, so not much we could do with it because it kind of drops off here several times. We could do something with this right here in the front, maybe. If anything, just cut the trees. Get them out of the way right there. Let's go on up here. Whoop, there's a house under construction. It's not a bad looking house. But yeah, we would get this and we could expand this a little bit and we could cut these trees. I guess right here it's flat out here all the way up to this well, you know, isn't this the sawmill from Farming Simulator 17? It is the sawmill from Farming Simulator 17. It's the sawmill from Goldcrest, isn't it? These buildings are new and extra. Is this like the old abandoned sawmill? It looks like an abandoned sawmill. All the weeds growing up around it. But yeah, so this tree would be ours, I guess. Once we purchase this. What is this? Can you keep cows here? Is this the thing where you can drop cows off, maybe? Or is it just a random kind of placeable? Can we get on the roof? We can get on the roof. Yeah, that's the old sawmill from Goldcrest there. It's a little, I mean, it might be a little different. They might have tweaked it a little bit, but it sure does look like it. Oh well. I know we can't probably sell any logs here. Can you go inside? You can go inside a little bit. That's weird. There's something glitched in there. Oh well. But anyway, I'm thinking I'm just going to buy this area. And then maybe where it slopes down there, kind of put the field like right in here, the border. Have it curve around and come back behind this building and line it up with the other field down here. Wherever it starts at here somewhere. Where does it start at? Right there. So just draw a straight line coming from this field down here. Of course, that's going to be more on that slope a little bit, but I think we can make it work. Oh yeah, we can make this work. Cut that tree, cut these trees, cut all the trees in the world. Yeah. So field 20 is what we're, I think, aiming for. I'm going to go take a look at field 23 real quick. Just to say I did. Let's see. Properties. Yeah, there's not much there. We can't really combine these. So we could expand this field a little bit. There's some trees to cut over here. Go let down there and take a look at it real quick. Biomass, biomass. Click on the biomass. How do I get off of that? There we go. Biomass. Visit. So you don't get the biomass heating plant. It's just here. You can tell how many trees we've cut. Look at this. When you come out of the... this is the barn where you sell your bales, and that's the biomass heating plant over there. When you come out, this used to be trees over here. There are no trees left. They are gone. So this is 23. This is all the land you get with 23. We can't do very much with this here because it's kind of bumpy. And the border lies over here somewhere. Basically, it's almost immediately on the other side of 23. So you would have to buy this plot 2 to expand 23 over here. That's 152,000. That's 202. It is pretty smooth out here, I will say that. There's a little road coming up this way. Oh, it goes into the thing here. Actually, 23 is not a bad property. It's for the most part, it's smooth up here, just past the biomass heating plant. And then when you get on that next door property, it kind of slopes up a little bit. But it is flat up here. We could expand 23 a little bit if we bought it. How far could we go? It's actually smooth all the way up here. Where does it get not smooth? It's looking pretty smooth up here to me. We could do something with this. It's got trees on it too. It's got trees on it. We can make our money back on that. Where does this property start? Just out of curiosity. The road is the boundary, so this road here, this is the boundary. And I'm guessing maybe this tree, or no, somewhere around these trees is the property mark. Yeah, so looking straight that way, this is the property mark. So we could actually, let me see how smooth this is around this way. Oh, there's a building on it. Yeah, it becomes not smooth back here. So there's a building here. It's kind of sitting in the ground here a little. I don't think that's good for the shingles. And there's like a trail going up to that cell tower up there. So we could do a little with this property. Not a whole lot. Basically, where the inside this road and behind the house is the only place we could do. But that would be a pretty good size expansion for 23. It's on this side. So all of this can be made field. And we're going to buy 20, and this can be made field. Actually, we get more for this area. But we'd have to buy both of them. So that's 202 plus 100, that'd be 302 plus another 50, that would be 352. 352. And that's 227. How much money do we have? We have 370. That would clear our bank account out. Is there anything else we can do with the backside of this property? It sits on a hill, so no, not really. Kind of sharply. Ooh, here's the cell phone tower. You know how you can tell the difference between a cell phone tower and a radio tower? That's a radio tower. This is a cell phone tower. It has the whatever you call those. I know they're antenna, but it has like the little what are we gonna call those? Blocks on the wall type antennas. So this property goes out to that corner, and oh, it actually crosses the road there. So it crosses the road to Kentucky Fried Chicken. So yeah, not much we could probably do with this hill. Looks like it goes down kind of sharp here. If we bought it for anything, we could get it just for the trees. And then it comes back to the starting properties back here, which we'll get to eventually. That's the great thing about Farming Simulator this time around, is that you don't have to get into it immediately. Now, is this a property? It is. It's 197,000. It's the property across the road, which you really probably can't do much with. It sits on a slope all the way down. It's got quite a few trees on it. Oh, and I learned a lesson. When we cut trees, we need to cut the stumps high, not low to the ground. Actually, it's kind of flat down here. We could do something with this property. We could do a little bit here. Do a little field right in here. As long as it's on the inside of that road there. And then it starts getting kind of bumpy here. Alright, so we've done enough looking around. How far back can we go up this? Oh, wow. Oh, well, there's the border. I hit it. I hit the border. I've learned that the border's not straight either, so you can kind of go around. It goes up in places. Yeah, there's not a ton we can do with that. It sits mainly on a slope. So anyway, we'll head back over here somewhere. We'll go to the restaurant. That's close enough. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and buy this property, plow this up, cut the trees, plow this up. I may go ahead and plow this up down here first, and then plow this up, because I got a lot of trees to cut in order to expand this field. I may just cut the ones to expand the field and then come back for the others later. But right now we got to run a load of logs down. We got to make just a hair more money. There's money in logs. Money in logging. And my truck shut off. Guess I went too far away from it. Alright, so field 20. Why don't we just go ahead and buy it? Right quick. We get all that land. 227, yes. How much money do we have left? 143,000. We got $143,000 left. And we don't have any loan we can take out, so we can't really buy a ton. What can we buy with $143,000? You know what? I think we can buy some more acreage. Or should we save our money? I'm learning that in Farming Simulator 19 it's a lot different because the money's harder to make. Well, you have to do missions, or not missions. I keep wanting to call them missions. They're not really missions. They're contracts here on 19. So do more contracts and make some money, and that's how it goes. Or cut more trees and expand your fields. Oh, sharp turn. Did I miss the sign? I missed the sign. Can't tell you how many times I've knocked those signs down already. So yeah, I'm going to watch the price for soybeans, so we've still got that crop in storage. Basically, I think I'm going to alternate my cash crops for right now. because the prices are not bad. They're not that bad, and they're going up. So, see how much we get for this load here. This is all the straight trees and some one oak tree. So I don't know how much we'll get for this. We're gonna find out though. Pull in here, make some money. Ooh, don't tip, don't tip, don't tip, don't tip. Don't tip. Remember, your logging loads are top heavy when you fill them this high. So, alright, we'll take the strap off so everything falls down. And $31,000, not bad. We had a whole oak tree in there plus a bunch of straight trees. So, we got $175,000. Is there not any other property we can buy? That's 202. That's 152. We could buy just that little bit there. 386. 346. 453. Man, I would really like to have one of these nice big fields up here, but they're really expensive. They're 400,000, 400,000, 600,000, 210, 362, 197. I don't know why this one's so expensive. I guess it's because it's got all these trees on it, maybe. Yeah, we can't do much with those. The only things that we probably could buy are these fields. That one's 102, 126, 137, 213. I may wait on these though. I really want to buy a big field. Something nice, something with good size to it. 313, 315, 290 field, 295, 290 field. Yeah. 460. These are right on the river, so I'm guessing theirs are priced to that area. I really want to buy a big field. I've been kind of looking at 6. Why is field 12 so much more? Look at that. That's a $400,000 difference. Field 6 is really nice because it has this extra area down here. Doesn't have very many trees. It's only got a couple trees on it, but this thing is expandable. You could expand this field all the way down here. I don't know, guys. We got $175,000. I am going to do more missions, and like I said, I'm going to watch the soybean price here because it is still going up at the ranch. If it doesn't go up anymore or starts to go down, I may sell it at the port grain elevator. We got 34,000 liters of soybeans, so I'm going to plant some more soybeans and maybe we can get some more to sell before the price goes drastically down. And this thing makes a weird noise. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. This tower makes a very strange sound when you drive by it sometimes, so tell you what, let's drive down here and take a look at field 6. Just to look at it, just to eyeball it. I may do more missions and yeah, this is field 6. Nice and straight, pretty long. And look at this. This is, you could plow over this. There's a little bit of a bump right there, but not enough to not expand it. Got all this grass out here that you could plow this up and expand this field. So yeah, I've got my eyes set on 6. It'll be probably a little while before I can afford it. And then it gets kind of bumpy right here, but maybe just on the edge. I think we can expand it out here. See, it's smooth right here. So we won't go all the way to the road because it is a little bumpy right over here on the side. Like right on the immediate side. Basically where the grass, where it lets me kill the grass with my truck. that's where we'll stop it. See how the grass is shorter here? I guess it won't let me kill the grass. The grass is just shorter here. So basically where the tall grass is, we could plow right out here because it's smooth right here and it gets rough right in here. Yeah, little bumps right here. So yeah, field 6 looks really big, really nice. A good crop field for sure. Alright guys, we're dreaming right now though. We've still got other stuff to do down south, so eventually we'll move up this way. It's coming. It's a coming. So I'm gonna rock out more missions and see, we can even combine field 12 and field 6 here, but field 12 is so much more expensive. Why is it so much more expensive? Look at this. 856,000. 438,000. They're pretty much the same size. I mean, when you look at the amount of land that you get, because this one kind of bottlenecks up here, they're about the same size field. Doesn't tell you how many acres it is, does it? Maybe in missions? That's one thing I was going to check was missions. Oh yeah, we got a bunch more missions here. We got a sugar beet harvest in field 8. I might pass that one up because them take a while. Sorry guys. A lot of sowing missions though. The FERT missions and the harvesting missions are where it's at. So I'll probably accept this one because you get through them quick. And if you use your own equipment, you get the full 4,569 for that one. Field 5. This one actually probably wouldn't be too bad because if you lease the equipment, it only goes down by 3,000. So you would get, what, 15,000 on this one. So you got some of them. You have to pick and choose which ones are better. Sowing on this one probably not worth it because you only get $1,000. Anything else besides sowing? No, just these few up here. This, mainly just this fertilizing and maybe this sowing mission. And I could do that one for $82,000. But I think that might take a while. I don't know, we would get to keep the sugar beet, what's left of what we don't sell, we would get to keep that crop afterwards. So I might rock that one out, I don't know. Definitely not on recording because that would take too long. Alright guys, we're getting way past the time we should have quit. So I'm going to head on back to the farm, and I'm probably going to, I need to plow that out. I really need to get that done. Maybe when I come back we'll start plowing that out. I need to grind the stumps out first. And probably wouldn't hurt to cut a few of those trees and just plow it all at once. So I'm going to wait and see if my weeds will pop up like that. See, there's nothing in this field. But I don't know, the weeds popped up in field 22 when I did the herbicide on them, so I don't know. I may try spraying the herbicide before they grow. I don't know if that'll work or not, if that's a thing, but I might try that. Boy, this does get bumpy here. Alright guys, so I'm gonna hop on out and get to work. Until next time, you can't see me because of the glare. Remember, you reap what you sow. There I am. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. We'll see you guys later.